Kylie Jenner is being praised for showing off her stretch marks, which she is accepting and saying it is a gift from Stormi. What did you think?
I love this story. Mainly because we always see the Kardashians, everything. It's so perfect. And especially nowadays on Instagram, I don't know about you, Denny, but there's this pressure I know I feel for every picture to be perfect, you know?
Yeah.
And she showed off a little, her stretch marks on her boob. She's spoke about them before, and she said they were a gift from Stormi. She said she also has them on her butt and her thighs. But what I loved about it is that I have stretch marks on my boobs too, you know?
Everyone has stretch marks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which this isn't, I feel like this isn't, the story isn't that, oh, she has stretch marks. It's that she felt comfortable enough to post a picture showing them off, which inspires me because, I haven't had kids yet, but I was a little chunky when I was little and I got some stretch marks here and there.
Yep.
And when I post a picture, I do feel the pressure to like clean it up a little bit, you know?
Even just a selfie where it's just showing our face, we want to,
right.
I use Facetune and I use a filter.
But I think it shows major growth when it comes to Kylie that this was one picture she didn't have to fix. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to fix and make every picture look perfect, because then you inspire people like me and you and everybody watching that, okay, you are regular. You're human. As you said, everyone basically has stretch marks.
I feel you on the impact that it has coming from Kylie Jenner in particular, because we're talking about a woman who, her Instagram is curated. She has a brand. Like, everything is so, it looks airbrush, seemingly.
Right.
And even like, remember when those paparazzi photos surfaced of her in her quarantine sweats with snacks, like makeup free? Literally the next couple days pass and all of a sudden there's like new photos of her all posed and full face beat and stuff. So for her to share this kind of like all natural look, and honestly an insecurity for most people, it says a lot. I'm just hoping it's not just a setup for like the next Kylie Skin cosmetics launch. Like, now she's gonna do body makeup like Fenty Beauty, that the body.
Right. Well, her sister already has body makeup, that's what she's probably been using to cover up everything. You need to be a part of her team because you got that money making mindset.
Yes. Well, maybe she's already thought about it. I'm just saying, that's why I'm hoping it's not like I have stretch marks too. Now buy body makeup.
I hope not too. And I hope it's not like a play on, and I'm pretty sure it's not, but like, I'm just going to show this little imperfection once, and then I'm going to have my perfect pictures. When certain people, that's all you see is what some may deem imperfect,
I say show us more, Kylie.
Me too.
I like seeing people in their natural habitat sometimes,
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of that lately too.
It is smoke and mirrors, and not just for celebrities. Okay, we were just talking about it. Like, I like to make things look nice too, but every once in a while, let's get the hair go crazy,
Yeah. She have that freedom. It's so crazy that something that's so natural, like stretch marks, is so like, oh my God, she showed her stretch marks. Like,
again, because it's a Kardashian Jenner.
True.
Right. I'm so excited for this next story because there was some history that was made on the Billboard Hot 100. Nicki Minaj actually scored her first #1 single on the Billboard charts with the Say So remix with Doja Cat, which is kind of hard to believe that it's her first one ever. But this comes after Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj fans, Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce fans really battled it out for this top spot. The fans were really hosting like these streaming parties to get either the Savage remix or Say So remix to the top of the charts. And Savage remix did come in at #2, but I don't know how you feel about this, Melissa, but I feel like in this particular case, everybody won.
Of course, everybody won, first of all, because history was made not only when it comes to Nicki and Doja having their first #1, but this is the first time in Billboard history that 4 Black women occupied top 2 music chart spots.
I know. It's amazing.
And the songs are both fire. And let's backtrack to Nicki really quick. It's taken her 10 years for a #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100.
Wow. And she's had some jams.
She's had some jams. It's definitely well-deserved,
For sure. And also, it happens to be the first time that 2 songs that feature female rappers, like, as the lead, are the top 2 songs in the country. So it says a lot. And it's something that Meg Thee Stallion even tweeted. She goes, I'm so excited to be a part of this history. It's not too late for Savage to hit number one. And so
Not at all.
it kind of be an amazing story if it does, because then again, they both win. They're both amazing songs.
Well, you
And
have the Beehive and then you have the Barbs.
right, exactly. But then you
Yeah.
also have Doja and Meg's fans. They go
Yeah.
too, you know, and it's kind of old school and new school in both of these songs. I
Very
just love
true.
the storyline.
I love that. I didn't even think about that perspective. You
Right?
have your new hot girls coming out, and then
Mhm.
you have the queens, you know?
And
Wow.
these were huge leaps. I think that like Savage hit number 4 or 5 spot. It was somewhere in the middle of the charts, and it skyrocketed up. And same with
Uh-huh.
Say So. But something that I also recognize when I look at these songs in particular on the Billboard charts is that they also were arguably made popular because of TikTok dance challenges. And it's something that I was thinking about, because when you look at the charts, there's a lot of songs that you recognize from TikTok that are just charting high. Like, I feel like the impact of that platform and all these viral dance challenges is noticeable right here on the Billboard charts. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like this is just the beginning. I
Yeah.
think Drake learned from In My Feelings with the
Yep.
Shiggy taking on the In My Feelings challenge. And I read an article on Rolling Stone, which was so interesting. It talked about how Drake reached out to Tootsie, who's a dancer on TikTok,
Yeah.
before the Tootsie Slide song even dropped, and asked him to create like some sort of dance for this song. He started putting it on TikTok. People started doing it.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, the song is a major hit. So I think artists are now going to try to create music for TikToks, you
Yeah.
know, for them to go viral, because that's free promotion at the end of the day.
Exactly. It's another platform, you know, and and it's not just artists either. Movie studios are also enlisting TikTok stars to do it. And Warner Brothers actually hit up Jalea, the young woman behind the Renegade Dance, to do a new TikTok dance for their Scooby-Doo animated film that's hitting theaters. I talked to her and another TikTok star, Brittany Broski, about the platform's influence on music.
The whole top 10, like for the past couple weeks, months, have been TikTok songs.
Blinding
Old
Lights,
Town
The
Road,
Weeknd. Yeah.
yes. Old Town Road was purely because of TikTok. Roxanne, all of those
You're
songs
right.
are
Oh my
literally
gosh.
like TikTok songs.
I think when people are making the challenge, it's getting the song noticed more. It's getting more people to stream the song. People are, just having fun listening to the song or whatever they want.
I feel like I'm always late to the game when it comes to these social media platforms, because I feel like the people who get on them early and who are good on them, they blow up, right? It's like I'm always late to the game. Like, it's too late to try to be a TikTok star right now,
I feel like, but that aside, I feel like I'm late to the dance challenges too. Like, I just learned Renegade during quarantine. It was like when I was so bored, I'm like, all right, it's time to learn it. It took me a couple hours, but I was late to that train. But again, I think that doesn't matter though, because it just has that means the song in particular has just more staying power, and it pays off, for everyone involved. So,
and it's also, TikTok is also bringing back old hits, the
Oh my
Justin
God,
Timberlake Sexy Back, Mariah Carey Obsessed, like those were viral TikTok challenges happening between last year and this year. So it's definitely some power on this platform.
The future is bright.
Yeah, for
social
sure.
media and for music. All right, Mel, our Twitter queen, Chrissy Teigen.
She's
After
back.
a very short, thank goodness, brief hiatus from Twitter, she has returned to accept Allison Roman's apology. This, of course, is after the food writer had said that Chrissy's cravings empire, quote, horrified her. So, like I said, Chrissy took a hiatus for like maybe 24 hours.
It was a day.
She popped back on. Exactly. Allison Roman, I want to start with her. She issued a lengthy apology on her social media platforms. Honestly, just accepting that she was wrong. And I want to give her a quick shout out and some props, because I felt like her apology was textbook of how to kind of like not just walk back your comments, but to realize the mistake and the pain you've caused, and then move forward. She accepted the responsibility, and that was that. There was no other like excuses behind it.
There was no, but I meant this, and it came out. It was none of that. And I think the way she laid everything out, it's a good book for people to go back, not book, but it's just for people who may not understand, they may actually act that way in their lives or whatever. They can go back and look at how she handled the situation and the realization that she had, because she basically said that she didn't even realize that she was coming after two women of Asian descent, and that was a part of her white privilege. She also said that she now knows that she didn't need to tear down somebody else, you know, to make herself seem worthy, you know, or her career seem worthy. So it's a lot of realization she had inside the article, and I actually recommend everybody to read it.
Yeah,
Just future references if you ever have to come into, you know, any situations like this.
and that's what I appreciated about it. Again, and the two women you're talking about that she referenced in her initial comment
Right.
was not just Chrissy Teigen, but also Marie Kondo. She was,
Yes.
I think Allison was trying to be a little irreverent and a little funny at their expense, unfortunately, talking about their business and how she can't relate. And she's like, that's not a model I want to base my business off of. But obviously, it caused a lot of hurt and pain. So much, in fact, that, again, there's a lot of attacks on Chrissy, her family, that caused her to kind of take this break.
Chrissy
But
was a fan.
exactly. But
Yeah.
but then, you know, she popped back on Twitter to say, look, like, not only does she accept the apology, but she
Right.
hopes this is a lesson for everyone that, like, we got to back each other up, especially as women.
And she said that she also remembered the time where she realized she couldn't just say whatever she wants. You know,
Like,
I think that's because, as you said, I think Allison was just trying to be funny and, you know, be real, but it just was at the expense of others. Yeah, so I think that this was great for Allison. And she said she's deeply embarrassed. She was honest about that. And I saw the comments under her post. People were like, okay, the fact that you can come out and just be this open about it, we accept your apology, but don't do it again.
Exactly. Women need to support women. I think that was the lesson that Allison
Very
learned
true.
too.
So I love this tweet. You know, Chrissy, she still had to throw in her jokes. She said that if anyone needs a lesson on how less is more, please look at the amazing Marie Kondo, who very wisely didn't say through any of this. She's on point. That was such a great remark.
She goes, this does not spark joy. I'm out.
Right. That's what Chrissy was basically saying. We should learn a lesson from Marie.
Right. Well, something that does spark joy is fashion designer. Oh, I love that. Fashion designer, Mira Wang. She is stunting on us at the age of 70. She has been posting some really chic and over-the-top looks from quarantine, and people cannot get enough of Vera, again, a woman of her age rocking a crop top, and I'm like, if you got it, flaunt it.
Where you see the wrinkles? I don't see wrinkles.
She looks amazing, but like, even if she did have wrinkles, I'm like, flex on us.
The confidence is there. Mind you, she's turning 71 next month, I believe.
Yeah.
When a fan asked what's her secret to her flat abs, she said a vodka cocktail, not too much sun, work, and sleep.
I can't get.
Who would have thought?
But I love too much sun. I'm all about sleep and a good vodka cocktail, though.
Right.
So,
but that just, you know, I used to think that alcohol, you know, adds extra belly fat, which it can. But I mean, obviously she shows that it doesn't have to. But yeah, she's also been working out. You saw in her picture, she was on her little tricep dips. Still looking fashionable.
Yeah.
She's living it up. She's been giving us a fashion show on Instagram lately while in quarantine.
I agree. And like, call me crazy. I just feel like when maybe it's because when Vera's in work mode, she likes to wear like production black. She's real subtle with her looks. You know, maybe except for the Met Gala, but like, I don't know where she's pulling out these designs. I'm assuming they're hers.
And then the poses.
The poses. It's like, I feel like it's speaking of lessons here, it's like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and you can be beautiful at any age. You know what I'm saying? And also have fun with your life, especially right now we're all cooped up at home. Vera is like giving me the energy I want to take outside of home once we are allowed to be out in the world again. You know?
Right. And she's doing it her own way. You know, I never imagined myself being 71 looking like that. I know I'm gonna look good, but you know, if you want to tap into young fashion, I mean, it's not even necessarily young fashion. She's showing us that because she looks great in it. But I don't necessarily think it should be like goals for everybody because it's not realistic. But if you can do it and own it. And I think she's doing a great job at that.
Quarantine looks good on her. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. No, and she had a little clapback for a fan. Not even a clapback, but a fan was like, "What? Vera is 70 looking like this?" And Vera was like, what did she say? She said, "Fact check, truth." So she had a 70 looking this good.
Embrace it, girl. I mean, you have
I
to
love
embrace it. Okay, so let's move on to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. As we all know, they are now in Los Angeles. They're actually, we've learned, they're living in in Tyler Perry's old mansion temporarily. And while they're here in Los Angeles in this beautiful home, they reportedly had to add privacy screens around their home because of the close proximity the mansion is to a hiking trail here in Los Angeles. This comes after the governor opened the hiking trails and the trailheads for people. And so apparently you can kind of peek into their home. And so they weren't having it. And it just got me thinking, Melissa, like, this is not an issue they would have never run into while they were royals in the UK. Like, this is so unique to Los Angeles. Like, oh, wait, it's by a hiking trail. People can see us. It's just like, what other peculiar situations are they going to find themselves? The first thing that comes to mind for me while they're here in LA is traffic.
Of course, traffic. I mean, I was trying to think of certain things, but I'm like, certain issues they don't have to deal with anymore in LA because they're married. I was going to say dating. Dating is horrible in LA, but that's not even their issue to deal with. But I think really, I mean, privacy and traffic, those are my biggest complaints half of the time.
I'm just hoping we get to see them just rubbing elbows with the common folk, you know, like at the Rose Bowl flea market, shopping for vintage items. I want to see them on double dates with like Beyonce and Jay-Z. What's Beyonce's favorite spot? Crossroads, that vegan restaurant.
Yeah.
I just want to see them out and about. You know, I want to get.
We may get that soon. I'm ready to see Megan back on the screen.
Oh yeah,
she's doing the voiceover for the Disney documentary. I think Elephants. I just want to see her back in action on the red carpet. I don't even know if we would get red carpet action from Megan. What do you think?
I hope so. I feel like it'll be a while before we actually see that. Yeah. But I think it's almost inevitable that I mean, I feel like the voiceover is just dipping her toe back into the Hollywood pool. And then hopefully, I don't know, maybe she can carry her own TV show. I'd love to see it.
Ooh.
Can you imagine a little cameo from Prince Harry in anything?
That would go crazy. I don't even want to get my hopes up for that. I feel like that's a long shot for sure.
Or maybe he becomes her agent. I mean, he kind of like, remember he was caught telling Bob Iger, like, basically gassing his wife up, saying, you know, Megan does voiceovers. You know,
oh yeah,
talking to the head of Disney. It's like he knows what he was doing.
Right. Or we see Baby Archie, something, make a cameo.
Baby model. Now we're getting carried away. Oh my God.
We are. I mean, we're just wishful thinking. None of this is probably gonna happen, but
we're really turning them into some like LA social.
Right.
Oh, she's gonna be a Real Housewife. Okay, I'm done.
Oh no.
All right, that does it for today's ET Live at Home. My thanks to Melissa Johnson as always. We'll be back tomorrow, you guys, with a brand new episode. So make sure you are downloading the ET Live app and following us on our YouTube channel. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.